Hey beautiful souls, welcome to another pick a card reading on the Nymph Tarot with me, Natasha. So thank you so much for finding this video today. I hope that you do enjoy it. Before I get started, I just want to let you know this is obviously a love reading. It is a general reading, which means that sometimes the messages may not be for you. So if it feels like this reading is not for you, then do either pick another pile or find another reading. Also, I know love readings can be quite triggering for some people, so if you're kind of not if you're not in a good space to be able to accept it if the answer is a no, on how if your person does love you, then I would suggest maybe not watching this reading at the moment. So we have 3 piles for you guys. We have pile 1 here with the citrine crystal, we have pile 2 with the opalite, and then we have pile 3 with the rose quartz. So have a think which one you are drawn to, and then you pop down to the description box below and click on the timestamp, and I will see you guys there. Hey beautiful pile 1, so if you chose the citrine crystal, this is your reading. So we're answering, does your person love you? So the person that you have in your mind, do they like you? Do they love you? We are going to find out for you guys today. So just before I get started, I am running a giveaway at the moment. So if you want to win a 2021 reading, so this is going to be a longer reading. It'll probably be around 30 to 45 minutes long, obviously depending what messages come out. So what we do is we'll have a mini reading for general love and career, and then we go into depth for each month with 1 card, well minimum 1 card, but overall there'll probably be more than 25 cards. So if you're interested, check out the description box on how to enter that. So let's take a look at all your cards. So guys, we have 8 of Cups, we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, we have 6 of Swords, and then we have Page of Cups. And for Oracle cards, we have High Priestess of Spirit, we have Complicated, we have Light, we have Inspiration, then you have What do you need to release? So for you guys, I feel like also bottom deck energy for you guys is 2 of Cups, and then underneath that was the Hermit as well. So for you guys, how I'm seeing this is firstly with the overall kind of bottom deck energy of the 2 of Cups, I do think that this person does love you. I think there is a strong bond here. I think there is a strong, deep spiritual connection that, you know, it's that kind of bond that is very difficult to kind of overcome and to break. But with the hurt, so this is where if you guys are kind of triggered when it comes to this relationship, now's probably the time you want to turn off. So with both the Hermit and the 8 of Cups, these cards to me are about being single, about being alone, about really collecting your thoughts, working out what it is you want, and in particular with the 8 of Cups, if you notice, the cups are all in the upright. So it's not like 5 of Cups where some of them are empty, they've been knocked over. This is, you know, generally would be a good situation. You have all your cups and they are full. But this person is clearly walking away from them. So there is definitely love here. There's not been, the cups aren't spilled. It's not like something has happened to that love. the love is here, but this person has decided to walk away. And with the 3 cards that are here, I really do believe this person at the moment, and with the Moonology card, is really needing their space. I think they need to walk away. I think they need to work out themselves what it is they want. So I do feel like, and with the Hermit there is going to be a period of separation for you guys, if there isn't already. I feel like a lot of you probably are in separation from this person. With the 4 of Pentacles reversed, this usually is a card about not wanting to let go, really holding on tightly. And I feel like when it's reversed in this situation, this is that person kind of letting go control now. They're kind of ready to let go of the Pentacles and see where they fall. They're not needing that stability and security so much that I feel like they're willing to give it some space and see what happens. And in particular as well, you have the 6 of Swords, which is another card of kind of movement, of moving on, wanting to go into calmer waters. So for some of you, I feel like this person could want to go into calmer waters with you. For others, I feel like this is your person wanting time alone. They need kind of a calm from this relationship. As I said, with the 2 of Cups, if this is quite a deep spiritual connection, it could be there's a lot of mirroring. So a lot of what this person is kind of what's happening is what they're kind of reflecting back to you. So it could be that you also do need time alone to work out yourself as well what it is you want. And I feel like there are things that with this Moonology card, what do you need to release? Waning Moon. There's things that you clearly do need to release. So whether that is whether you do need to, if you have control issues, abandonment issues, whether you get jealous, whatever it is, whether you're codependent, maybe there is something that you really need to release for this relationship to be able to work. And what I find interesting is you do have this card Complicated, which I feel like it is, because it is always complicated. If you do really like somebody, if you really love someone, you obviously don't want to be walking away from them. So to do so, that is like a level of, you know, of complexity, being able to walk away from someone that you love. It doesn't seem like an act of love, but I feel like it actually is. It's an act of self-love on this person's part, because they want to make sure, you know, that they're okay, that mentally they're okay. But also it's an act of love for you as well, because I feel like they want to love you how you deserve to be loved. And to do that, I feel like they need to spend some time by themselves. This High Priestess of Spirit card, so it's a 7. Which, interesting, you do have some progression here. You have 6, 7 and 8. So the High Priestess of Spirit, if I am not incorrect, this is about things happening for a reason, things being put in your life for a reason, for divine timing. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Wheel of Fortune from Tarot, and I do think this person has been put in your life for a reason, and this is currently happening for a reason. I feel like it is definitely one of your kind of life lessons that you need to learn for you guys to kind of come back together, because even though there is these energies of like the Hermit, 8 of Cups, these kind of like moving away energies, I do feel like this isn't ultimately what this person wants. I feel like this isn't ultimately they want to break up with you. I see it as a break, and sometimes people think, oh, a break is, you know, just a cop out of a breakup, because you feel like you'll go on a break and then, you know, you just kind of won't come back together, and it's like a breakup without having that kind of finality of a breakup. But for me, I would have felt like that if I hadn't have drawn that last card of the Page of Cups. So with this Page of Cups, I feel like this is almost like the person's going to come back. They may ask for forgiveness, they may offer an apology. Maybe in the past their behaviour would warrant an apology. So I do feel like this person does want to come back to give you something, and I do feel like it will be an apology and kind of like a new start. I think the time apart will be good, and be able to they're more likely to be able to express their emotions better, because I do feel like this came up in my energy check-in. I think this light, it reminds me of a message from that I feel like your person does see you kind of like as this beacon. And I like how you have light here and then you have this inspiration card. I feel like they go very well together, and this is kind of a message from your person that they do see you as this light at the end of the tunnel. You are this beacon that is kind of drawing them in, and I think as hard as it is at the moment for them to kind of back away and pull away their energy, you kind of are their inspiration. You're their inspiration for this, because I think they realise that they need to be better, and the only way they know how to be better is to pull themselves back and to work on themselves. I think they realise that this is not something they can do while they're in a relationship. So I do feel like this person does think a whole lot of you. They really do like you. I would say with that Eight of Cups feeling like it is walking away from something they love, and with the Two of Cups here, I would say that this is somebody that does, well, they definitely really like you, and I think it's safe to say I feel like this person does love you. So that is everything that I see for you guys. So if you enjoyed this reading, do comment down below, hit like, hit subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, then definitely hit that subscribe button with the notification bell. Thank you so much for being here, and remember, if you do want to win a 2021 reading, then look down below on how to do so, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later, Pile 1. Hey Pile 2, if you chose the opalite crystal, this is your reading. So if you skip the intro, just remember that I am running a giveaway. So this is to win a 2021 reading. It's kind of a longer reading. It'll be between 30 and 45 minutes, probably more likely 45 minutes. So it'll have a mini sort of general reading, love and career reading for 2021. And then we go into each month, a breakdown of kind of the quarter, the themes, you know, all that sort of good stuff. And it's obviously free to enter, and check out the description box on how to do so. Also, if you go on Instagram, there's an additional chance to win. So what your person, do they like you, do they love you? Let's find out together. So for your tarot cards, you have Judgment, you have Wheel of Fortune, you have Four of Wands, you have Two of Wands, and then you have Ace of Swords. So I think, let's move those, let's see if that works. Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? I find it very hard to space things out and for it to be straight. So you have, as well, Be Spontaneous. You have the Moon. Sorry, I'm trying not to shine. I might try and flip this because that might work better. There we go. It won't shine on the card so much. You have Commitment. Right in the middle there, Commitment. Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. And then finally you have Time for Healing. So guys, I want to say off the bat that yes, I feel like your person is, I would say Four of Wands is, so Four of Wands and then with commitment underneath it, I feel like that yes, this is a case that your person does love you. So I'm just going to shift that slightly, there we go. Your person does love you. I think it is kind of new, and I think this person has been confused for a long time. I feel like they probably have not, they've not really, I feel like before, they were kind of almost like hiding it even from themselves. But I feel like this is them. I feel like soon, if not now, they are coming to this realization at the moment that yes, they do indeed love you, especially with Judgment here. So Judgment, so in this deck it says forgiveness. I'm not reading it as forgiveness. I see Judgment often as that kind of awakening. Sometimes it can be spiritual, but this, I think it is an awakening to their feelings and an awakening to kind of who you are in this connection, because you have with these cards, with Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, to me this feels very much like a kind of fated meeting. It feels like something that has happened before, that, you know, you guys have some sort of deep sort of soul connection. Maybe you're part of the same soul family, but definitely I feel like this was almost like a meant to happen kind of meeting. So I do feel like this person does love you. The Wheel of Fortune here, as I said, it does feel like this is really, it was meant to happen. And Four of Wands, to me, some people read it as a twin flame card. I just think of it as like a deep soul level connection, because I don't want to put, you know, the twin flame label on it, because I feel like in reality there probably isn't actually as many twin flames as people think, and then I think people get very caught up on the idea of it and can slip into kind of toxic obsessiveness. So I don't want to do that for you guys, but I do think you have a very deep connection, and I think, as I said, this person has awakened to it. You have Ace of Swords, so I think they now have this kind of mental clarity. I think they have a good understanding of this, you know, relationship and of you, and I think because of that there is a want to come into unity with Two of Wands. So you have that unity card, you have commitment. I feel like this is definitely heading down the road of a relationship, if you're not already in a relationship already. I feel like some of you may kind of be in situationships, friends with benefits, that kind of, I don't think it is like I don't think you guys are in a sort of long-term commitment yet, but I think with the cards that are present that you're definitely heading that way. I find this Be Spontaneous card interesting. I feel like this person has, I feel like it's almost, it is new, this feeling. I feel like they've just really recently had this awakening. So I feel like they've not acted on it. They aren't going to be telling you probably in the very close future, as in like the next week or so. I don't think they'll be telling you. I think they're just trying to get their head around actually what it is, because you do have the moon here, and with this moon card, when it's in the upright, it speaks very much about you know, when if someone is kind of telling you like half truths or lying to you, and you kind of you know they are, and you know what the truth is. That's what it means in the upright. So the reverse, it doesn't have like a prescribed meaning, but how I'm feeling this is that person was almost telling those kind of like half truths to themselves. I think they actually did try and convince themselves that this wasn't a thing, and that this was not a this wasn't like that kind of connection. Maybe you guys have been purely kind of friends with benefits, more on the, you know, sexual side, rather than having deep emotional chats. I feel like this person kind of was trying to avoid it, and now they're almost at that point where they can't, and I think they now realise that these feelings, they've caught the feels. That's what's happened. They've caught feels, and I think they are kind of often with these kind of connections in the spreads, what will come up is that there's like, there'll be a lot of cards about like fear and nervousness, and especially a lot of sword energy. However, you guys don't have that. You have Ace of Swords, which is all about clarity. That's the best kind of sword to have, to be honest. So you have Ace of Swords, and then you have this wand energy, which for me is all about action and actually wanting to do something about it. So I do feel like this person does want to act on this love. The two Moonology cards I feel like are more for you. With that Hold Your Vision, I feel like it's just a case of keep going. Don't give up yet, because I feel like you are actually very close. You're probably a lot closer than you even know with this Hold Your Vision. So, you know, don't give up. This person isn't like a million miles away. It's not all in your head. Everything that you've been feeling, it is real, it is legitimate. So don't give up. And then during this time, while you're kind of waiting, you know, it has here, it's a time for healing. So I feel like there is there's just maybe, I don't feel like you need to go through massive amounts of healing, but maybe if you were feeling insecure in this relationship in the past, like you weren't good enough, then definitely try and work on your self-concept a little bit, because I feel like when you're kind of matching that person in confidence, you're going to feel so much more secure in this relationship. And then finally, just so you know, that the bottom deck energy here is 9 of Wands, but it also just says determination. I feel like this person is determined to make this work. They're determined to come towards you. I see it as actually quite a positive card for you. So that is everything. If this resonated with you, please do comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Do remember to hit like and subscribe, and then that way, if you also comment bring on 2021, you could win a free reading, because who does not love free stuff? I know that I do. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in another reading. See you later, part 2. Hey, part 3. I was about to call you part 2. You're not, you're part 3. If you chose, if you chose the rose quartz, this is your reading. So we're looking at, does your person like you, love you, whatever sort of word you want to use. So just before we do start, if you want to win a reading, but it's a 2021 reading, it will be around 30 minutes to 45 minutes. There's going to be like a mini general love and career reading. We'll go into each month, kind of feed into each quarter. It will always go on longer than I expect, because that's just how I roll. So if you are interested in that, do remember to hit subscribe. Do comment I want to win. Not I want to win. Bring on 2021, which I am fully behind, because I am feeling that so much. So do remember to do that, and yeah, let's get into your reading. So understand how your person, do they love you? So I have to admit, yours out of all of them is probably the more complicated one. Sorry, part 3. You have Queen of Cups. You have the Hierophant. You have 10 of Swords reversed. How's that going? That's right. You have Temperance. Oh, I'm gonna have to move that across, aren't I? There we go. And then you have 3 of Pentacles. So then you have, for your oracle cards, you have Lust, 24, which breaks down to a 6, which is, you know, number of the lovers. Then you have Focus, which is an 8, which reminds me of Strength. You have the Future. You have Contemplation. I feel like I just said that really weird. Closure. You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. And then Take Time to Breathe Out. So you guys have the most cards. And then your bottom deck energy is, you have the moon, and then underneath that was the 7 of Swords. So to just talk about that first, I feel like for you guys, this person is being kind of secretive, very sneaky, in the sense that I don't think they're being particularly honest with you with their feelings. So you probably know this. I feel like in your gut, you actually know how this person feels about you. Yeah, I do feel like you do know, but you're probably one of these people that keeps watching a lot of tarot videos to kind of confirm that with yourself, which is perfectly alright. So yeah, I do get a sense that this person is being a little bit sneaky about it. But overall, how I feel is that you guys have the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant, and seeing these two together, the Queen of Cups is a card about, you know, I feel like deep emotional bonds. She's very, you know, spiritual. I feel like there is generally a lot of love here in this relationship. I don't think, as I said, I don't think this person has been particularly honest or upfront about that. I think there is a bit of hesitancy. I think there's a bit of, with that kind of 10 of Swords, it is reversed now, but I feel like in the past they have been quite nervous, and, you know, frankly, I feel like maybe that where they've been hurt in the past, they've not wanted to really show that to you. But with the Queen of Cups and then the Hierophant, I feel like this is them being like, they do want a relationship. They do want something serious with you. I feel like they feel that spiritual connection. I feel like this one is quite strong. And I think what's interesting is that you do have, for me, you have this feeling of, you know, there is love here. But then you have this card of lust. So I think this is one of these relationships where you're going to kind of have both. You're going to have the emotional side, and you are going to just really fancy the pants off each other, to use a bit of a British phrase. You're going to really just, it's going to be hot, I feel. Even though there's not any wand energy here, I am getting the sense that, you know, with that lust card, and it is, you know, breaks down as a 6, which is the lovers, which, you know, that card does feel like very passionate as well. I do get a feeling that there is a lot of passion here. And your person, I do think, when it comes to this relationship, I think they have a lot of patience. They're willing to, I feel like they're almost willing for the universe to work its magic here. It's kind of alchemy. Here you've got the moon and the sun like mixing their energy. So I feel like maybe you guys are of almost like polar opposite star signs. So maybe you're water, they're fire, or, you know, earth and air. I feel like you guys have this kind of like yin and yang. So it feels like, you know, it could be maybe like one of you are definitely like a divine feminine, divine masculine, and you are coming together to try and create something really beautiful. But it's like mixing, you know, water and oil. It's difficult to do without some, you know, magic of modern day chemistry. It's something that is very difficult to do. So it is going to take its time. I can see why this person probably has been has been in that kind of Ten of Swords energy. I feel like they are coming out of it with it being in reverse. I feel like this is something of the past and they are coming out of it, and I think they do want, you have the Three of Pentacles here, and how I'm seeing this is a card of just wanting to create something together. You know, maybe for some of you there could be other parties involved, in the sense that maybe you guys have kids from different marriages, like there's almost like a needing to weave your families together, weave something together to be able to create, you know, to have that relationship. So I do feel like for you guys it's not like straightforward. I do think there is love there and I feel like it is strong, but there is some difficulties here. I don't think they're so difficult that you can't overcome them. You do have this closure card. Maybe if something has happened in your past, whether it is, you know, in the relationship together, maybe you've both hurt each other and there is a need for you to kind of get closure on that kind of old, your kind of like old relationship, for you to be able to move forward. But there is a need to get closure on something. It could be one of you is currently in a relationship or has broken up with someone recently and needing to get closure there, or on your past. But you do have, you know, focus, and I think that you do just need to do this. And I feel like your person's also kind of like this. They are focusing in on themselves, on this relationship, and I think there is determination here to make this work, is the sense that I'm personally getting during this time apart, because I feel like, again, this is another group of people that are not together with their person. You know, take this time, as it says, take time to breathe out. So focus on you, take time to, if you have been in this kind of very, I feel like it's almost like a very hot and heavy, even though there is this like emotion, I feel like it's been very, you know, intense with that lust card, the very intense relationship in the past. It could be that this person is very hot and cold as well, and this kind, you know, that hot and cold is difficult to deal with. So I feel like you do need to take some time to yourself, kind of just regain your composure, regain your kind of like balance, before trying to set off and make this work again. So you do have you are good enough. If you ever feel like you're not good enough, this person, or if they ever make you feel like you're not good enough, just know that you are. And if they are making you not feel good enough, then I do think that that's something you need to address with them, about how they make you feel, because no one should ever make somebody feel like they're not good enough. I feel like at the moment you guys are both, I feel like you're kind of mirroring each other. I feel like you're probably both going through this period of contemplation, particularly about your future. I feel like both of you are thinking about the future of this connection a lot, and yeah, I feel like it takes up a lot of your day, both of you. I really do get a sense that this energy is kind of being mirrored. They probably think about you as much as you're thinking about them, and particularly about a future. But I do think that there is love here. You can make it work. I do think it's going to take patience. It's going to take, you know, some self-work. But I do think, you know, for some of you it could be a case of needing to weave your families together, but I feel like there is love here. This person does have love for you, to answer the initial question. So if this reading resonated with you, please do comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Do like, subscribe, share, help my channel grow. It's really, really appreciated. Help me reach more people, and thank you so much for watching and staying this long, and I will see you again in another video. Bye, pile 3.